Hi, this is Bill, and today we'll be discussing about what is a child table and parent table in service. So the way we will approach this demonstration, we will start with this illustration that you see, and we go back to our developer environment or the PDI, so you can see it in action. And conceptually, we're going to go back to this slide to give you the picture on how we could basically explain it both conceptually and also in action. So you get to have a firm understanding, and at the same time, you get to have hands-on data or hands-on experience and to see how it works in ServiceNow. So what you're seeing here at the moment is from the left, the task table. So a task table is one of the good examples of a parent table in ServiceNow. And the incident table is inheriting all the features from the parent table, which is the task. So one of the key advantages of like parent-child relationship is all about reusability. So you're creating a baseline that can be inherited from multiple applications, modules, and in this aspect is a table. So for simplicity, one of the key best practices of creating a record is about traceability. So you write down when it was created, who created it, or who made any changes. So one of the key aspects of the task table is to provide that baseline feature set. And anytime a record is created under the incident table, which is the child, so automatically those fields doesn't need to be recreated inside the incident table. So the concept here is like you build usable, scalable, and reliable structure that will make you productive and efficient in your implementation. Now, before we move forward, please don't forget to like and subscribe and join as a member to further support videos like for free. Now, let us switch gears and move to the personal developer instance so you will see it in action. Now, let us navigate to tables. And under tables, it will be the different modules. As you can see here is like you have, so in ServiceNow, when you say extends, then it's inheriting from a parent table. So let's see that in action by looking for the task table. So let's change it to the task instead. And as we navigate to this table here, you will see before I drill down, you have the label and the name. So you have a unique ID. They could be on the same label, but different unique ID. And this is what we're looking for, which is a parent table, and it's not extending from any parent table. So let's drill down. And as we were describing, the task table, which is a parent table, and it will contain this reusable component. Since ServiceNow is using the ITIL framework, so you will see here that it will contain fields and attribute that is pertaining and leading to this type of module. And earlier we were talking about traceability. So as we search inside the column, and let's find out about created, and you will see here that you will have full traceability since in table best practices, the parent table should have these components or fields to be inherited by all child tables. And in a ServiceNow architecture or data architecture, almost all of the tables inherits from a task table as well, which is a parent table, because it is also a workflow platform. And as a workflow platform, as you send a request to the reviewer and approver, then it is basically a task. And when we were showing the incident table, since incident is a ticket, then it becomes a task. So in terms of application behavior, it needs to inherit from the task table on who the ticket will be assigned to. So let us verify that concept by searching to the table. You will see that it has the assigned to field. And let us search more components from the parent table, like the start. Let's see if the start here. So you can see that the actual start and the expected start are also here. So these are industry best practices as well. on what a parent table should have to be inherited by the child table. So it kind of like bubbles up to object-oriented programming on how an object or a base class should also be created. Now, let's move forward to the incident table to further prove the concept of the parent-child relationship. And you will see that it extends from the task table. As we drill down to the incident, so the beauty of it, it now serves as a canvas where you can create a table and inherit from a parent. And uniquely, you don't need to repeat the different fields already created by the parent table because it is already inherited by default by the child table. So let us prove that theory. So let us do a search inside the child table, which extends from the task table. So let's go for assigned, assigned to, and let us see if it's there. And you can see that automatically it's already inside the incident table. So let us remove it and filter out the results. And if you look at the columns here, you will not find the assigned field inside the incident table because behind the scenes, it's already under the task table. So you can further prove that by going to the module itself. And let us navigate to incident.list, which is the child, and let us drill down to one of the records. Now, what you're seeing here is a combined parent and child fields into a single form. And if you find value to this tutorial, I'd like you to join as a member and don't forget to like and subscribe to further support free videos like this. So now as you have drilled down to a child table, how can you identify if it's a parent or child field? So easily let's navigate to the assigned group. In this example, as you go to configure dictionary, and as you right click and drill down, you will see that it's coming from a task table. And the field is basically assignment group. And as you go back and navigate to, for example, the category, as you right click and do a configure dictionary, and you will find that this field is coming from an incident table. So that makes ServiceNow so powerful because you can combine multiple tables of system of record in a single point of glass with a no-code approach, but in a matter of like knowing how to configure and finding out how the table are all structured. Now to drill down further, to give you another aspect or view on how you can identify the relationships of different table. So let us navigate to the hamburger and go to configure. And from there, you could navigate to table. So one of the key things, now you understand the parent-child relationship of a table in ServiceNow. You can go deeper and scrolling down and looking at the schema. So from the schema, you will see the different relationships. Is it a parent? Is it a child? Or it's referencing a record in a one-to-many, many-to-many relationship. So this view that you see here is like, you can see what are the referencing tables to the incident and what showing the reference tables. And now it will go broader depending on what you need. And from here, you could visualize the data architecture of the module you are working on. So in summary, a parent table is your baseline. And as you have created all the fields in your parent table, the child table, which is inheriting all the categories, attributes, and the properties coming from the parent table. And we have demonstrated the relationship of a task to an incident table and how you can find out and drill down to the record to fully identify if the field is coming from the parent or created in the child table. In addition, you also learned about the key best practices on how table should be implemented and created. We spoke about traceability and quality and data architecture on how the tables are structured. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and join as a member to further support free videos like this.